Well, we're quite specific in where we want to target, and that is in free from in wellness. So that's in the main challenger brands that are on the shelf in snacking and nutrition, or anything related to free from and wellness in that space.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Turo CEO Scott Livingston. Scott, very good to speak with you. Turo recently raised over £1 million through a placing wrap retail offer and also debt conversion. How significant is this fundraising for the company? What does it say about investor confidence in Turo?
Thanks for having me, Stephen. Yeah, good question. I mean, we managed to raise without giving a discount, without giving warrants. This should give confidence that obviously we have support. We have support from major institutions as well, which are long-term holders, which is important to us. Um, Effectively buffing up the reserves of the group company, which obviously doesn't have its own revenues because our operating subsidiaries have all the working capital, etc. So obviously we have audit costs and various costs of the public company, but we plan to give Paulson more firepower for more stock to keep up with accelerated demand. Juvela and Oath actually have cash already, and they're in a good position following the Shawbrook refinancing with Juvela. So actually, all of our subsidiaries are in good positions now to grow fast, and we have a long, long runway, and we are in very good position from a parent company or head office perspective, really, as we navigate the public markets. So it's an important step forward for us. We obviously don't want to raise too much at such a low valuation because if you look at real market comparables, we are way behind where we'd like to be.
Hmm. I mean, you mentioned some of those funds are going towards Pulse, and so how will the investment help accelerate growth in the brand, and what opportunities do you see in the health and free from markets?
Yeah, so we're freshening up the brand with Pulsing. We're also working with various partners, and we're looking at international distribution as well. And we're actually winning new shelf space, like the Co-op accelerated from 80 to 1,000 stores, so it's going well. Um, you know, we just want to grow as fast as we can. We had some challenges a year ago where we were, with ingredients and cash flow and paying suppliers up front, etc. We're getting all of that back on an even keel now, and we're going to be in a good position. And with Oath, we've won Asda. We're accelerating some of the products in Tesco as well. So we're looking to expand rapidly this year.
You mentioned winning Asda and the expansion in Tesco, Scott. How does this momentum feed into your growth plans, and what can consumers expect from Oath in the coming months?
Yeah, so well, from a consumer perspective, we are planning to add new products. We already have in the pipeline various types of products which we'll be launching soon and presenting to buyers. From an investor's perspective, the key KPIs for this year really are a number of acquisitions that we're looking at and more distribution points in the big retailers for these brands that we own.
What sort of acquisitions would you be looking at, Scott, and how would they kind of fit into the organization?
Well, we're quite specific in where we want to target, and that is in free from in wellness. So that's in the main challenger brands that are on the shelf in snacking and nutrition, or anything related to free from and wellness in that space. So, the key is to try and stay uniform, try and centralize, help with costs, have the same consumer demographic in brands that we might buy, so that the marketing team understand the audience very well. Obviously, sharing resources, etc. So, trying to stay on that theme. That doesn't mean we wouldn't, perhaps one day, if we had the bandwidth and the balance sheet, we would look at free from cosmetics as well, which is a similar kind of demographic and similar distribution expertise, if you like. But at the minute, we're very much focused on free from snacking and food nutritional products, plant-based in the main.
Sounds like an exciting year ahead for the company, Scott. I hope you'll keep us updated with your progress.
I will do. Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Scott Livingston, the CEO of Turo.